Swati Nakshatra. A blade of grass standing tall in the winds blowing around it is the symbol of this nakshatra. And Vayu, the wind god, is its deity. This nakshatra shows a very strong sense of individuality. This nakshatra eventually finds its way up right there as an individual and goes on to become one of the stellar persons in their own right, as we would see in the examples to come. Swati Nakshatra Sutra. This states that if any planet or ascendant is in Swati Nakshatra, then one aspect of the planet shows that the person would want to establish a strong sense of individuality. Let us take up the case of actress Rekha Ganeshan. Rekha, as she is known in the Indian film industry, and she has been a very strong personality in her own right in the industry. She started on with a movie called Sawan Bhado, which when we look back would not be able to recognize her as the actress because she has come a long way from there. She had a total makeover in her personality, in her looks, and she became one of the very sought after actresses in the Indian film industry. She has been doing movies in the parallel cinema as well as the normal or the commercial movies with equal aplomb, and has garnered a lot of brave reviews about her performances. Being born as an illegitimate child of very well-known Tamilian actor Gemini Ganeshan and her mother being a Telugu film movie actress, she did not get her due from her father, and he refused to acknowledge his parentage about her and her younger sister till quite an age. Rekha started out having seen a lot of poverty and a lot of mistreatment in her youth and her younger days. Rekha, with the grit and determination, moved forward and made a name for herself in the Indian film industry. She is now known as one of the finest actresses that the industry has, and her beauty and grace is something has always been talked about. And her movie Umrao Jaan, in which she shows all her beauty and grace, is one of the finest movies in the Indian industry, and she has also received the national award for it. So, Rekha has her Saturn, an exalted second and third lord, in the 11th house of contacts and family, and Mercury, the 7th lord of secondary house of career, and the 10th lord of career in the 11th house of accomplishments, gains, and money, power, and position. This house gives, this combination of Saturn and Mercury gave her a very strong determination to move ahead in this nakshatra of Swati, because she wanted to express herself as an individual, provide an identity for herself from that different from her parents, her father in particular. She made a name for herself and today is known as one of the finest actresses. Wealth, which is relating to the second house and the 11th house, finds the second lord being posited in the 11th house. So she has made a name and garnered a lot of wealth all by herself, as is denoted by the 11th house. Prince Harry, the scion of the royal family of the United Kingdoms, is known for being a very strong individual in his own right. Prince Harry's elder brother, Prince William, is an heir apparent to the throne. This does not put Prince Harry into his elder brother's shadows at all. A very mischievous child right from the beginning, having lost his mother at a very tender age, Prince Harry went through a lot of turmoil in his life. He also faced a lot of psychological issues, which he later came out in the open about, and due to the death of his mother. And he has also been one of those people to be known to be one very charitable person, known to go ahead and be as compassionate as his mother. He has his name in many charities, especially those relating to wounded soldiers, charities about children, and recently with his family members, including Prince William and his wife and his now wife, they have started a charity which relates to mental health. Saturn, which is the lord of the second house again for him, and the third house, is again exalted in the Swati Nakshatra. Saturn, being the second lord of family, has given him a stellar family, and yet in Swati Nakshatra has given him his own place in the family and the world at large, because he is said to be one of the very strong influencing factors in the world over by the Forbes magazine. Another Indian, Shah Rukh Khan. Shah Rukh Khan has his ascendant placed right there in Swati Nakshatra. Ascendant represents the self, and Shah Rukh Khan is known to be a very strong personality. Coming from very humble beginnings, this man has climbed a very tall height in the Indian film industry and the world over, known to be a very compassionate person as regards people who need help. He's also been a very ambitious and a ruthless man while climbing up in his ladder. He has his ascendant in the Swati Nakshatra, and the Lord of the Nakshatra is placed right there in the 8th house of change and transformation. Ascendant Lord is placed in the 3rd house of courage, unlocking of the karma, and initiation. A very courageous person who takes on the baton into the fields unknown and establishes his identity and presence wherever he goes. That is our Shah Rukh Khan for us. If we have any planet in Swati Nakshatra and we want to prove our individuality, this nakshatra aids us in doing so. But for those who do not have a planet in this nakshatra, there is absolutely no reason to be unhappy about it. When we start anything in this nakshatra, we can be sure that we would be able to prove our identity, establish a position somewhere along the lines as we work out on this nakshatra. If you are interested in a course on nakshatra in great details, I have one just right there for you coming up. So do look into the details of the website given below and have a nice time till we meet again. Till then, stay well, stay safe.